Hello everyone. Once again we'll start with the data frame first on the software Jupyter notebook, and today my topic is handling missing values. So children, I hope you all know what are the missing values in the data frame. Yes, absolutely correct. The missing values are the non values. Okay, now today we'll learn how we'll drop and fill the missing values of the data frame. Okay, let's see ahead. Handling missing values. We can handle the missing values by filling them with fill now function and dropping them with drop now function. So for the whole video, you have to consider this data frame, and this data frame contain the number of students of each subject in each class, like 12th A, English 12, IP 14, Maths 10, Eco 23. 12B number of students, 12C numbers of students, 12D number of students, and some non values are also there, and 12th E number of students with some non values in some subjects. Clear? So we'll see how we have to handle that. So first of all, data frame dot fillna function. So children, as name suggests, fillna. Fill means filling the non values. So it manages and let the user replace all the non values with some of their own values. Okay. So this is the syntax: data frame dot fillna, value method access in place, limit none. Here, so we'll see the parameters of the syntax. First is value. Value is the parameter in which you give the values for non-values. Method. Method contains, children, two parts: fffill or bfill. Children, fffill helps us to fill the non-values with the above given value. Okay, this will be clear in the video. And bfill helps the filler method to fill the values according to the next observation. Next is axis. It will definitely tell about the axis 0 and 1. And next is in place. In place, of course, helps you to do the changes in the data frame in place. Okay, and if we'll not use the in place, it will not do the changes in the data frame. It will only display you. Okay, and the last one is limit. Limit will tell you how much values you have to change, how much non values you have to fill. Okay, so we'll move ahead and see how these parameters work. So first one is replacing non values from the data frame. So see, all the non values of my data frame is converted into df dot fillna 0. So it is converted into 0. As my statement goes, df dot fillna 0. Okay, so all the non values are filled with 0.0. Here, so we'll move ahead and see the next parameter, that is method parameter. So I'll tell you how we'll use it. So previously I told you fffill helps us to fill the forward values, and bfill helps us to fill the next observations in the non values. So see, so children, you know, these are the non values which are pointed by the red marker. No, so these values are replaced by the above mentioned values because of the method fffill. F stands for forward fill. So this 10.0 shift its value or copied its forward value forward to 12b. Okay, and 18 shifted its value to this 18. 32 shifted the values to all the consecutive NaN values. Like this, 7 shifted the values in all the NaN values. Am I clear? So if I use bfill here, what it will do? It will display the next value in the above NaN values. So children, you have to do it and see what is the effect of bfill. Okay. So we'll move ahead and see the next parameter, value. So here we can accept the values from the user. Okay. So we can accept the value in val, and in the form of dictionary we placed it. English 0, IP 1, Maths 2, Eco 3. It means all the NaN values which are present in these columns, English, IP, Maths, Eco, is replaced by English 0, IP 1, Maths 2, Eco 3. See here in the data frame, in the output, what happens? No missing value in English, sorry. Next is IP. The missing values are replaced by 1, of course. Maths, the missing values are replaced by 2. Eco, all the missing values are replaced by 3. Clear? So this is how we can replace the missing values. But children, if I want to replace only one value, then how it is possible? This is possible with the help of the next parameter, limit. See what I had written? When limit is set to 1, when limit is 1, then only one NaN value gets replaced. Yes, of course. I'll put the same statement, df.fillna value val, comma, limit equals to 1. Then only one value is going to change in the data frame. Clear? Okay, children. Now see the next topic, data frame dot dropna. So dropna is used to remove the missing values. In fillna, you fill the missing values. In dropna, you drop the missing values. Their syntax are most likely same, but few parameters are different. Like self is different, how is different, thresh is different, subset is different. Okay, so just see their about their arguments. So first one is axis. Axis, children, is used for allocating rows and columns. 0 for rows and 1 for columns. This you all know. Then we'll move ahead and see how function, how parameter. How parameter contains two values, any and all. Any represent any value, means any one value, okay, and all represent all the values, and any and all to tell us about NaN values, okay, specifically. Then thresh will tell us about the non-NaN values. In place, again, if you want the changes to be made permanent, then in place parameter is to be used. Then subset, children, actually tell us about the columns. So you will find in my video how we'll use all these arguments in dropna function. Okay, now move ahead and see their effects. So first command is df.dropna. If you'll write the dropna like this, it will drop all the rows which has NaN values. Okay. Next command is df.dropna. Axis equals to column. So if I write axis equals to columns, all the columns with NaN values are deleted. You know, in English there is no NaN value, so English is left. So children, just remember, these changes are not getting in place. So they are not reflecting to the actual data frame. It is only reflecting in your screen. Okay. So we'll move ahead and see the next parameter. How? How equals to all. Yes, of course, it's tell about all the nan values. Drop the rows where all elements are missing. So for this, all columns should have nan value. Like this, 12D, only 3 nan values are there. If English also has the nan, then this row is deleted. Yeah, so you can try it. Next is how equals to any. If it found any of the nan value, it will delete that particular row. So here we are working on the rows. Clear? So when we'll move ahead and see the next parameter, thresh equals to 2. So children, thresh keep only the rows with at least 2 non-nan values. The rows which has at least 2 non-values must be displayed. So here 12th A, B, C and E is displayed because in 12D we have 3 nans and 1 value. So for displaying you must have 2 values in hand. Okay. So if 2 values are there, then it will definitely show your row in the output. Clear? So next parameter is subset. So Dropna actually talk about the rows, but if I want specifically to talk them about the columns, then I have to use this subset equals. So I'll put it in the list subset equals to English and Maths. So it will remove all the nan values present in English and Maths. See, in Maths 2 nan values are there, they are removed. And our data frame is 12A, 12C and 12E. And see, English and Maths not have any nan value in it. Clear? So now my favorite part, let's practice. So you have to apply all the skills which you used and listen in my video. So first of all, create a data frame items with a given syntax. Okay, and the given nan values, of course. So you must know which method is to be chosen to create the data frame with nan values. Okay, then my first point is replace nan value with the accepted value of quantity for noodles and chocolate. Second, fill the discount with the caption no discount where no value is present. So of course on the nan values you have to write no discount. Clear? Next one is delete the row with empty value. You have to delete the rows which has empty values. Okay? So I think all the rows from the data frame is deleted except the first row Vim bar. Huh? So now fourth part is display the rows with the at least 2 non-nan values. 2 non-nan values should be there to display. Okay. So drop the missing values from the column quantity. So you have to drop all the values which are missing in column quantity and display the rest of the table on the screen. So children, first of all, you remember this. You have to solve these 5 points by first considering the output. So think for the output first and then for the appropriate function and then for the appropriate parameter. You definitely able to do these statements. Clear? So goodbye, have a nice day and see my next video.